Morning team, morning. Hope you're doing good. All right, let's get into it. Lots to go through today. We've got some news on the way as well. Okay, so we remain in the range, unfortunately. Yesterday, 2 days ago, sorry, Monday, we set the high. Tuesday, we had a failed breakout, all-time high. Failed breakout, all-time high. Setting the tone for a Wyckoff move back to sweep out the liquidity of the lows, which we failed to do. So there's a failed breakdown of the lows. We find that dip yesterday, and now we close back at the high. Okay, and now we're pushing to take out this all-time high. Now, if we break it, we have range above, and we've talked about it. We've got lots of levels we can measure. We can do a new fib as well. Think about the range expansion, which would take us to top of the bowl. So it's very, very possible on the daily you might want to do it. Now, the one thing I'm concerned about is the divergence playing out on the ES. ES actually did the Wyckoff move. Okay, so we do a failed breakout of the high. Come on, TradingView. What is wrong with you? There's the high, there's the failed breakout, there's the push down. And yesterday, ES correctly takes out the bottom side of the range. That is the divergence at play, and it almost comes to the 20-day before closing back inside range. And this here, okay, is the first attempt to get up towards this level again. All right, so that's the divergence. ES is the first attempt back to supply since the failed breakout. So the Wyckoff and ES played out perfectly. Failed breakout one side, sweep the other. No. Just turn that off, it's loud. Now trading back inside. All right, so one thing I'm aware of is the divergence at play in this market. We've talked about it over and over again, but it's been pretty bad the last few weeks, folks, and you've just got to pay attention to it. If it's there, it's there. Nothing we can do about it. Moving on to hourly charts. All right, and we can see this pivot. I've put an anchor view up from yesterday's low on the hourly. All right, just so I know where that anchor is. This is where buyers have been in control. This is the anchor from the sell yesterday. All right, so overnight and into close, we were trapping between the two pivots before at 1 a.m. we get the breakout above, pull back to RBS. This would have been old supply, resistance, breakout, pullback, and support here at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. If you bought that, you'll probably look good for the drive back towards this high, and we're going to pull back towards this zone now. So what would I say? Well, buyers are in control since this pivot in the last few sessions. All right, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, maybe a higher low and higher high. What I'd be concerned of is higher time frame that this can start to do this. Okay, because this is a retest of supply. If we get a breakdown under here, we turn this into supply, then we're looking for rotation. If we hold this level or just wick it and come under over, okay, if we do an under over move, it would look like what? It would look like a trap or a retest. There are equal highs up here I want to be aware of. In fact, I'm going to move this just so it's, let's just put a horizontal line on there. There we go. So that's the kind of moves I'm looking for. Either a trap low to be set, or that this is a genuine push back up to retest off this pivot low, and that we come back down and maybe take out 23.21. You can see here, all right, value area high. I really don't know why TradingView does this. Value area high into value area low. Okay, so fail break underneath old value area low, reclaim value, push up overnight, testing old value area high. All the time we're holding this or POC. There is possible rotation. We let go of this. We probably come and test old point of control, which is the start of demand down here. So it's 50-50 right now, folks. I mean, we don't have momentum or location. Location is good for a short. Momentum hasn't been good until the last few moments when I got on stream, of course. If we break down under here, all right, then I'm looking for this move down to here. If we break down under here and reclaim, then I'm looking for a long back up to here. If we come up here and fail, maybe there's a short rotation. That's a tricky trade. If we come up here and reclaim, then there's maybe a long continuation to the upside. Those are the opportunities setting up right now. That's lost my equal and a high now, isn't it? Let's put that back on right there. There we go. All right, moving to Bookmap quickly. Let's have a look at the liquidity. Is there much up higher? 23 130s. No. So Bookmap not looking useful at the moment. A bit more liquidity up higher on ES right now, so worth noting. It just looks like another failed break up there, doesn't it? And let's go to lower time frame and let's just check out the mag. Just drop this down to a 5 so we can see it nice and clean. All right, Apple gapping up, trying to get back up towards supply of previous day high. Microsoft tapped into supply so far, has found rejection. That's supply from Tuesday, so very much like NQ, coming back into this supply from Tuesday, finding sellers so far. Amazon looks weak. That's not good. Bear flag. Opening up at PDC. That's weaker. Goog, weak. Gapping down. Possible breakdown here on Goog after a double top and a rollover. So if we start rotating on Goog, we can come and check this area, 180s. Meta, gapping up. It's trying to put in its first higher low versus this. If it holds this, we go up here. If this is a 2-leg and it fails, we search lower prices. But so far, gapping up with the potential to back test this area here. 710 on Meta going to be key. Nvidia, strong. Very strong. New all-time high breakout. Question is, can it hold now up here? Leave this gap open and continue higher. Strong from Nvidia, probably off the SMCI earnings. We talked about that in Discord. They were good earnings. It might set the tone for the chip names. And Tesla, strong, gapping up over previous day high. That is a big move. It's a good move here. And if it can hold anything over this pivot here, 320, 322s, 320s, maybe it can extend. It's very steep. So when it snaps, it might come and revisit lower. But right now, it looks good. It's a bit of a mixed bag in the mag. Oh, what we didn't do is check the VIX, did we? Let's do that. So still holding trend line on the VIX, you can see high low, high low, high low, high low. Huge squeeze out yesterday, high low. We're watching today to see if VIX wants to retrace again. Is it looking for this kind of move back to here, or are we going to get stuck and come down? Obviously, we're looking to play the inverse of this in the markets. All right, in the markets, we're looking to play the inverse of that right now. Let's have a quick look at the ETFs just to make sure. Yeah, we're just back into the death range, unfortunately. This here, death chop. This here, fail breaks each side. We might reject this. I would not be surprised if we reject this and come back down again. I'm not trying to say that's your edge today at all because we are in an uptrend so far, but it's possible. This is the first test of it. That's SPY doing the move. QQQ looks a little bit more bullish, all right, because we've dug deeper into this range. If we base out here or do a little trap and then this, then we're going to go higher. So there is definite divergence between the two right now. Definite divergence. Okay, just to make it clear, these two are anchors. Red anchor off the high, bright green anchor off the low. High of week, low of week anchors. So I'm watching those carefully. It's been a straight squeeze out. You know, we have a vertical squeeze there. We just talked about it. That is a vertical squeeze out of 8 a.m. Look at that, straight up. What happens? No structure, straight back down to where we found the bids. Does it rotate or do we now get stuck under here? It's not going to be easy today, I don't think. Really is not. After what happened yesterday, probably put a lot of traders offside. Those Trump candles probably caught out a lot of people, putting them offside, both sides. Let me just set Ninja up, make sure I'm set up properly. It's not a good start. 2 copies open. Let's not do that. How are we all doing this morning, chat? You all doing good? Any of you traded overnight? Maybe some of you took that move back up towards London highs this morning. Let's get a poll in here. We get the live stream up. There we go. All right. How are we all doing? Let's see who's in there. Morning, Clint, Jesse, Glenn, Christy, Jeff, Raphael, Marek, Brandon, Donna, Trentry, Richard, Ken, ERF, Firewater, Toby, April, BU, Eva, Leron, JD, DK, and Coop. Morning, morning, morning. We've got a couple minutes till the open. How's the cough? It's still there. I went and got everything that everyone advised, so I'll probably induce some more soon. Speaking of that, I'm going to go and get some water. I'll be right back. Morning, Nate the Great. Might be a second. All right. So all the way back down towards this demand then. So right now, we're just stuck in the middle of Globex. No edge in the market. We did just sweep Globex high, like we talked about. Vertical up, vertical back down. Straight up, straight down market. This is fun, isn't it? So, it feels like the same thing we've been in for quite a few days now, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 10th day in this range with failed breakouts each side of the range, where we've very much gone straight up, straight down in the chop. So, open about to start. Let's end this poll. Most of you not sure. I don't blame you. No retesting of anything, just V-shaped patterns. Yeah, exactly, Coop. It's not been fun. I don't think, anyway. Yesterday was very hard. Those Trump comments got in the way of some nice plays, but hey, fresh day today, so here we go. Let's see what we get here. Where's my New York Open? Maybe it will print after this bar. I don't know. Where have you gone? So holding view up for now. And lower time frame algo. Most of the mag, all the mag other than Google green right now, folks. I'm not convinced of anything yet this morning. I'll tell you that much. I am not convinced of anything. Tesla, Nvidia both. Well, Tesla was 0.5% up, but that's and Nvidia was, and that's just been hit as well. But they're all green still. So the whole market's just gone green. Tesla 0.5% up, Nvidia 0.25% up, Meta 0.25%, Google just gone red to green 0.05%. Apple 0.25%, Microsoft, sorry, Amazon 0.25%, Microsoft 0.25%, Apple 0.15%. Waiting for it to make a decision. We're coming into this demand area where we found bids. This is an RBS that we had resistance at yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon before breaking out over it. So do they hold this? Again, if we start flushing under this and turning it into resistance, we can think about a short rotation back down towards Globex lows. If they keep holding and bidding off this, then we have to respect that RBS zone. Let's see. Google 0.5% down now. Market in a bit of a sell here. As in not NQ, but the MAG. MAG coming back down to retest their gaps by the look of it. Yeah, NQ is selling here with that MAG so far. No entry for me yet. Could just see the MAG starting to sell. So coming back down to PDC. Remember, this is where we found bids. Look left. This is where we found bids turning resistance into support. So I'm not willing to just start selling in here. I'm going to need to see it break down under this, retest it, turn it into a shelf to get heavy. We have liquidity sat here at 71s. All right, if they go and snap that 71s and drive back inside, that would be the trap that we talked about in the pre-market. If they get heavy here, drive down under, retest it, stay heavy, we can think about that short. Oh, there is. Well done. I've just seen that. Yeah, big orders. Just under 23,000 and 22.95. Thank you, Raphael. I wouldn't have seen that. It's too zoomed in. Good eyes. Okay, PDC. Liquidity just being taken here. Google, Meta, Nvidia all going red now. This is unfortunate. Straight down. We're waiting for a retest now to see if they retest and stay heavy or not. Relative strength in ES still holding up pretty well here. Not taking any of the liquidity at the lows. Meta now gone back green. See if Nvidia does the same. It's attempting to. Remember, we've stolen this liquidity. Look left. We've just taken out all these lows. How we at now is important. Is this the trap where they go back over, reclaim view up, New York open and start squeezing? Or are we going into a sell day all the way back down to that next level again? At least we're going to get a move here. The fact that they've come down to this level is great. It's going to open up either the trap or the continuation sell at this point. Divergence here across the markets right now. Okay, here's the attempt. So they're going to drift up towards VWAP and New York, and this is going to be important how we act. Here's VWAP. Here's New York open just above it, and flow zones there as well. ES holding on very well. All right, closed its gap to PDC, found bids there. Did not watch the low, so divergence there. Amazon trying to go red to green. Google now 0.64% down. We talked about that. That looked the worst in the charts this morning. Nvidia 0.12% down. Rest of the market holding on for now. Feels like we want to sell here. Just don't want to get trapped in a double bottom. Still early in the session, remember. There are bids here on the tape into 60s. There's sells all the way up at 95s and 100s. It's tricky. Remember, if shorts fail to break the lows here, they will get stuck. Watching ES into VWAP. It's just trapped between lower time frame algo, VWAP, and PDH and PDC right now. So a bit of no man's land. Google continuing to sell, weakest name in the market. Nvidia has just gone green to red, red to green. So it's hovering there. They've got to make a decision here what they're going to do with Nvidia. It's still protecting those 170s. Remember, we talked about it yesterday. Nvidia 170s, it's like a sticky area. Over under, we're watching that on the market. That is way too close. Let me move this back. I was wondering what was going on there. Could not see with that in my eyes. That's better. Jeez. Okay, ES back to PDH. Failed to break down the lows there. So it's still in this sort of reclaim area. I just move this down to sort of here at the moment. Still no trade, just waiting. I don't want to get trapped in the opening like 10-15 minutes while it makes its decisions. We've talked about this area down here pre-market. They will either trap down here and send it back upside, or we will get a continuation short. So at least we're going to get one of those two plays now. Now it's just a question of waiting for it to play out. Trying to get the chat up so I can see you guys up here. I think we're going to have to rename it Divergence across the markets to markets acting normally. Yeah, it's been a nightmare, hasn't it? It's been a nightmare. There's lots of people talking about it at the moment. It's making it harder for day traders. Harder for day traders who use it as Confluence. So potential bear flag here, but ES showing strength at PDH and VIX failing. VIX also doing a potential bear flag, just to make it really hard. And Tesla green just about, Nvidia green just about, Meta green just about, Microsoft 1/3%, Apple 1/4%, Google just gone green again, and sorry, Google, Amazon just gone green again, Google the weak one. Just can't take this. Location, not great. Not great for that move. If we do break down from there, I would be looking to attack 23,015. And if we get weak from there, old point of control 23,000. At the moment, we're testing that value area low, value area high transition, which is what this blue box is. So I should just move this down a tiny bit to 59. There we go. So this is previous value area high, value area low, sort of transition. So at the moment, we're protecting that. So we're walking POC up and walking value up since yesterday's lows. Okay, sellers on the book here, 523 lot at 23,100 and 690 lot at 23,105. I have not seen orders like this on the book for a while. Let's see if they're legit. Is that the same player who was lower this morning? Nope. Well, it might be, but he's double stacked both sides. All right, here we go. So we're going to come and take this guy in front of 100 out. And filled. And now, no, not filled yet. 520 stacking there. Filled. Just filled him there, and then the next lot is a 691 lot just above 105. And let's see if he gets filled. First one got filled. 617 of him got filled. Big orders. 108 of it got filled so far. He's refreshed on the offer here. 688 filled. All of that got filled. Big cells got filled there. Huge cells. That was insane. That was insane. And ES looks like it's going to break out. So this feels like it's been that trap we talked about at this moment. ES is already up here, about to take out this high. So massive divergence, but buyers are in control. And they're now looking to drift up to 23,130. Google 1% down, rest of the market's now gone green. We've reclaimed VWAP, reclaimed follow zones, reclaimed New York. This was the trap we talked about pre-market. Once we get down here, it will decide. It will either trap to go higher, or we will break down, retest to go lower. At the moment, it's very much looked like it's trapped to go higher, and ES is about to take out its highs. So interested to see if there's a pullback to offer a new bid. What you don't want to see is this pullback come, ES take out the highs, and then ES roll over. That, of course, will show us massive divergence and make it impossible to trade. So far, just a clean breakout of that downtrend. Waiting for the pullback inside to come. If it comes, ES looks like it's in a hurry to break the highs here. Sellers at 25s, 30s, buyers at 102 right now. So buyers basically on the New York Open. They're waiting for that pullback to come back down and bid off here to rotate, which is sort of what I'm looking at as well, as long as ES doesn't take out these highs. VIX with an absolute breakdown here. ES right at those highs. ES about to take out pre-market highs. SPY in a hurry. All of the market green other than Goog. So we're taking out this pivot now. I'm waiting for a pullback because we've extended quite aggressively here. So I'm waiting for a pullback to come in. As long as ES doesn't take out that highs, it's left equal highs, which is good. So waiting to see if this pullback sets up some kind of like W or something like that. If we just flush straight through, obviously I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to wait for this confirmation. Buyers are down at 102 right now. Opening range is about to be set here as well, folks. You've got it on the screen right now, the white lines. Come on, that can't be all you're going to do. Trying to get a limit in there and getting fails on the limit, which is hilarious. ES taking that high now. So, has it? No. Still interested in this long if it will give it, but I don't like that ES is right up towards the highs and that it might take it. Ninja, what is going on here all week? Playing games with me. So ES is taking the high. Can NQ join in? Or do we sweep and now fail, which would be very dirty, but would not surprise me in the slightest, given the divergence. Sellers up here into 30s, remember. Buyers are down at 100, so it's a 30-point move down if it wants to do it. Like I said, ES has taken that high. It's going to make it extra tricky. You can already tell today what they're going to do. They're going to make this very hard to trade NQ. Would like to just see NQ go up towards 60s. And it's going to have to take this seller out at 30s and start squeezing. Tesla's gone red now as well, just to add to the trickiness. Let's call it trickiness. Is that a word? add to the trickiness. Tapping into the opening range. You've got that seller there at 30. Still can't get through him. He's only a 40 lot. So we've managed to get through thousands of orders today, but we can't get through a 40 lot. Really? Come on. There's the 40 lot gone. Can we extend? Really? That's all you've got. Really? Oh my gosh. Is this what we're going to get for a market? Is this what we're going to get? Come on. ES is going. It's trying to base out the highs. NQ's got no juice here. No juice. No follow through momentum. This is just like all week. All week, or over a week now, 10 days. No follow through momentum in the market. Divergence at play. And the trouble is, ES it's done its obligation, so it gives me less and less confidence now. I'd like to see NQ just run up towards the 58s and 60s, but the fact that ES has done its job makes it very, very tricky. It really should not be this hard, folks. Come on. Tapping on that opening range high. Can they break out the opening range high and give us a setup here? Apparently not. We got news coming in 10 minutes as well, folks. Just a reminder. There's opening range. Is there a squeeze over this? Yay! Come on, break the highs. There we go. Can you get going now? Let's do something fun. Yay! Well done, NQ. Finally going. All right, let's get going towards those highs now, shall we? Sellers all the way at 50s and 60s. That's what we want to see. Just put a boner candle in, for God's sake. Go, 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 go. Up here, please. ES coming into its supply, so again, divergence here. You need to be careful. This is first time ES has got to these levels. We look good now. If ES puts the brakes on, that's what you need to be aware of. Yeah, YM RTY straight up. ES looking so weak right now. Nate's saying needs to build some liquidity. I mean, maybe you wrote that a while ago. ES is looking good, but we are approaching supply for the first time. So ES is at its highest point since Tuesday. It's trying to get back into these points since Tuesday. And this is a supply block here. All right, so I have a supply block here on ES from basically 20s to where we broke down from. So sort of 25, 28. Get through that, we're probably going to go 42s, those highs. So I'd say 20s to 25s, supply block on ES. Kind of similar on NQ. This is a big block here. So I'd say like the underside of this is where we're getting stuck, these 30s. But we should come and test this old point of control, really. We're looking for 60s, and if we get up there, we're going to take these equal highs at 80s. And if we get up there, we might as well just go and rip out all the all-time highs. Yeah, 206 at 150. You're right. Put them on here. 206 at 150. See if there's much more above. Some orders up here today. What's tough, right, is you get these. If we move this back, we get these nice moves. Like there's your double bottom. There's the aggressive buying. You see that big bubble? That was taking out, look, 617 and 797 on the offer. We ripped through, and then the volume just starts going sideways. Delta's just slowed right down. We're going sideways. I wanted to see, aggressive buying. And when I say aggressive buying, I mean like market orders stepping in to come and take out these players. Finally happening. There we go, folks. This is what we've been looking for, this kind of momentum. So you can take a partial into this high if you want. You've got sellers in front of 50. Remember, ES is still in supply. So opening range, if you didn't take this double bottom down here, as you move down here, failed to break the lows. We talked about that. Reclaim these levels. We would have loved this back here, but it doesn't do it. So you wait for the opening range. There's your push pull, and there's Globex. All right, and now we're about to take this out. So fantastic. Lovely. All right, make sure you're paying yourself, please. Make sure you're paying yourself. Ugh. Big old push here. So runners here. How far can we go? Equal highs, I reckon. 87s. So they're looking to bid 150 at the moment. I'm not sure I like that. I'd like a deeper pullback at this point. For a reload, I mean. I think I want to bid 50s here. There you go. Slammed through him. Remember, ES is at supply. So you've got this level to kind of play off now if you want. Next target would be this red block above and the white line, and then through that the top of the red block, which would be your all-time high. So if we're going to do an all-time high move today, that's where it's going to be. Any lower high set up here will be a problem. Oh, wrong screen. I'm so sorry. Sorry. There you go. So you've got a new hour, 4-hour candle coming here in 6 minutes. If you look at this hourly candle, what did it do? What did we talk about yesterday? This hourly candle sweeps the old candles into an imbalance, into an RBS, and is going to close high by the looks of it. Okay, so very bullish. So the next hourly candle, what we'd like is a dip to hold to expand. No pullbacks here. Into supply here. 60s, tapping in. When I say supply, just sellers on the book. 60s and then 70s. I don't want to buy up here into them. I want this to pull back. I'm watching ES and SPY as well, because they are into supply areas. ERF, nice. Yeah, very nice. Here you go. Here's the wash. Like we said, it's been straight up. Don't want to be bidding at the highs. So I want to see if we protect the opening range, something around that. If not, we are seeing a reaction off supply on the ES. It's the one thing I'm concerned about. This is our first time visiting here. 5 minutes till we get a new candle. Still big buyers down 23,000 and under. I am aware of that. I'll wait for this new hourly bar. Like a deeper pullback here. They're adding more liquidity above, though. They're in a rush to take this higher at the moment. Wow, they're just stacking up today. These are the biggest numbers I've seen for a while. 60, 70, 75, 80, all stacking up. The sellers up there right now. Have not seen numbers and flow like this on the book for a while. The big market orders this morning came in to get us up there. Jack had hip replacement surgery yesterday. Was like in another world. Got several weeks of rehab coming up. Trade well, guys. Hey, Jack. No trading for you, man. And I wish you a speedy recovery. No need to rush back. Take your time. Remember, those new joining, if you're interested in any prop firms, everything is down below. All the links are down below. Or you can check up propfirmcompare.net for all the best deals and reviews. And once we get to 100 likes, we will do a giveaway. Looking to give away 50% off my course today to someone, which will be saving you over $300. If you've already done the course and you win, you can give it to a friend. It's fine. Really want to see some kind of dip down here. Don't want to be buying the highs when ES is in supply. Grab my phone, which I've left next door. Oh, I've left it here. There we go. Perfect. News coming at 10 o'clock as well, folks. Remember, we have news at 10 o'clock. So the House vote on stable coin, business inventories, House marketing index, and then we've got Fed Kugler speaking, all from 10 o'clock. Just wanted to check that because I know I posted it earlier. All right, so here's the candle. Nice. Finally getting some form of pullback. Again, so the awareness here is where SPY is trading, where the ES is trading. We are stuck in supply. 15 seconds here or so. There's bids down at 35. All the offers are up above 60, 70, 75 right now. So here's the new hourly bar, new 4-hour bar. Mag mixed bag at the moment. Tesla 0.18% down, Nvidia 1% up, Meta 0.12% down, Google 0.74% down, Amazon 0.20% up, Microsoft 0.84% up, Apple might go green to red here, so mixed bag here. Being careful. I think we want to drift higher here. The reason I'm very, very careful is where ES is. Don't want to get a fail breakout and get slammed on. Because on the daily and on the hourlies, we can still set a lower high here. Now, it looks like we want a giant cup and handle to go higher, but I'm just aware the buying location this morning's gone. It was down here, so we need to let it build liquidity and trap a bit. We'd like a deep pullback to get shorts involved, but at the moment, it's not giving us that. So you're either in this from a runner or you got nothing. It's in a hurry at the moment, isn't it? You can see it on the tape. 70s, 75, 80s, 90s. It's in a hurry to get up there. Straight expansion from this flag then. I was looking for something a bit deeper down here, unfortunately. So not in this. That's okay. And we're going to go for these equal highs up here by the looks of it. This is where a ton of stops are up there. And if we take those out and we stay pumping, then we're just going to go to the top of this block, which will be all-time highs. So location, really less than ideal at this point. Really, it was this down here. This sweep, hourly sweep into RBS for that move. And that was it. They're lifting offers as well to try and drag it higher. ES still not making a new high there yet. Yeah, my belly's rumbling. I want to see a retest. I want to see us come back down towards 50s. It might not give it. If it's got enough shorts caught, it might not give it. I'd love to see that, or even a trap. Checking the book on ES. ES has got a buyer to pick up at 15s if it wants, and sellers are up at 25s and 30s. So filling that little M1 imbalance, that's it. I'd like this deeper. I really don't want to buy up here. Location is terrible. Looking for a buy if you'll pull back and give me something. Some form of trap, ideally. I'm also trying to respect daily. We're just still in a range. We are still in a range. Make sure I've got these in the right place. This needs to come down a tiny bit right there. And then the next level right here. Oh, other than that little flag on the M5, it's really offering nothing to play off at the moment. It's one of those markets where once it's got enough caught, it just seems to accelerate very quickly in a direction and makes it very hard to get picked up. For us that are playing momentum or pullbacks, not much there. Little flag here, I guess. But into that hourly candle, didn't want to take it in case the hourly wanted to bend lower first. So time, again, you'll see a video posting this weekend. Time is important, understanding time. $110 lot here at 180 and then 115 lot at 23,200. $40 lot now offered at 75. It's pitch black below. There's no bids below really. Nothing notable anyway. Legend. I needed this morning. All right, thanks, love. You ever have those mornings where like you need your coffee? Need my morning coffee. I haven't had it today. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. I feel pretty burnt out, so I might take a long weekend. I'll see. Not sleeping at the moment. I reckon I've had 2-3 hours of sleep max since Luna had her surgery, so a week and a bit. It's still just building here to go high. I need a trap here. I need a wash down which gets absorbed. Do not want to be buying up here and then get slapped 30-40 points in my face. Yeah, exactly, DK. I hate doing it, but like my wife reminded me, because I keep saying I'm so tired, like it's dangerous how tired I am. She was like, well, you do own your own business. You have the choice of not getting up. And I was like, I feel responsible though. But she's right. If I'm too tired, I'm not going to be able to provide good information for any of you anyway. Okay, finally getting a pullback here. There are some buyers at 55 and 50. They're very, very light. But we want to see basically Globex hold. Okay, if we're going to go for a deeper wash, then we need to reconsider what we're doing, because ES is reacting off supply. And it's possible we can still make a lower high on a daily up here. It is possible. Let's see how we react when we get into these flow zones and sort of 50 area, which we're starting to come into. Do we find bids there? If we don't find bids there, I'm not going to rule out a complete IB rotation type day. I will not rule it out, because we've had it time and time again. But if ES fails, it's got pretty big imbalance it can go and fill. There's the scoop. Can we reclaim this? Let's go upside now then. You've done your job. That's enough of a trap. Just go straight upside. Don't fanny around, because then you're going to... I'm going to have to close Ninja again here. Can't put limits in today, apparently. Let's shut this down. Give me a second, folks. Twice today I've gone to put a limit order in, and it's giving me error messages. Why is it giving me error messages? Is there anything on the orders? No outstanding orders. No positions. That is bizarre. Well, this was it. This was what I was trying to get a limit in for. Oh, it's not my week, man. This is not my week. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is what we were looking for, weren't we? Retest. I'm gonna keep it really simple. Retest of what? What's this? What happens here? What does this become? What's this? What's this? Where are we trying to go? Okay, so you're buying high to go higher, so you need to be proactive. You need to be proactive here and manage it, because if you bought this down here, you want to be just move your stop up into here. Don't let it come and take this out, because if it takes this out, all the buyers get trapped. All right, so you have to, when you're buying high, be proactive. Do not let this bend on you. Willow 007 says, my eval was almost gone. I stopped for a couple of days, and I learned from Alex when the copy blew up your day and you managed your mood. I'm now slightly positive. Nice. So you turn those evals positive. Well done, mate. Really well done. Yeah, you just got to edge your way back. It's like the biggest advice I can give. Just edge your way back. I've pretty much undone all that nonsense, and I've not traded particularly great this week. I'd say the first day back I made like between 200 and 400 on most of those accounts back. Some a bit more, some were like 6,000-8,000, and then yesterday was like 100 or 200, I don't remember now, on each account. Yesterday was a big miss for me, but been open and honest about it. Once Trump talked, it kind of ruined those trade setups for me. And today I'm at 100 each account. That's it. Just a little scalp off the opening range here for the upside move. And we'll see if we can get involved more. So far, I got missed. So I'm not going to take this on a second attempt down. If you took this dip, good for you. But right, I'm not going to take this now. This is second attempt. We've left a flat top down here, up here. Maybe we come deeper to go back for it later. We'll see. I'm also just very aware of the bigger time frames. All right, so I keep looking at this. Do not want to be buying up here. The location today was down here, wasn't it? We talked about this earlier. Anyone who stayed towards the end of yesterday when we did lessons, that is the importance of the hourly. What time did that happen? 9:30, which is what? Daily open. So daily open, sweeping hourly lows, driving higher. Okay, there. Now we're getting deeper. ES starting to react off supply. So tapped into supply and starting to react deeper. I still think we probably go higher today, but I am aware that we can be in a rotational market. You can see it here, rotation, but I am aware there's a couple things I'm aware of here. Basically, we can do a giant channel. Something like this. We're going to ignore that wick outside of it. This, if we set a lower high here on a daily, we can still move lower. It can be a retest of supply to move lower. That's the one thing I am concerned about. Really, though, I'm thinking that every pullback gets absorbed to go and take out the highs at this point, which is, while I'm looking at that, is what we're starting to see. So maybe we come and wash down here first. Just going to give this time. It needs time at the moment to build out. ES is holding pretty well, building liquidity and supply right now. How are we doing on the likes? What do you think of the new cover as well, folks? I asked ChatGPT to help me. Apparently, this cover is 170% better than the old cover. I way prefer the old cover. But apparently, according to ChatGPT and TradeBuddy, this cover's better. You should only have one commercial during the whole stream. It also told me to do that. Do you need me to turn them off? That is ridiculous. Hang on, folks. Let me change that. That should not be the case. That should not be the case. Let's see if I can edit this. Yeah, it should be one, maybe two ads during the whole thing at the moment. Yeah, none for me so far, Brandon said. That's really weird. I've had to put it on for a day to just do like testing, because apparently the algorithm's going to show it more and help me grow the stream if I leave them on. So I put them on the lowest frequency possible. But if it doesn't work, folks, then we take them off. I don't want them on, but I do want the channel to grow. Yeah, if you've got premium, it definitely won't show you any. All right, still offers on the book. Look at these offers above. This is where the market's trying to get to right now. There's not much buying. Even if I turn this down, there's not much buying. As in, most of the magnets are up higher when I say there's not much buying. I had one early. Yeah, I had one commercial as of today. Jesse, I had one. Yeah, that's what it should be. I think it should be like one every 35 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour, and that's it. I tried to do the lowest possible, which I'm sure YouTube doesn't like. But from everything I read, basically, if you're available to make money on YouTube, which I am, and you're not taking advantage of that, which I don't, because I don't like to put adverts on the stream, it won't show you to anyone, because then YouTube's like, well, you're not helping us make money, so we're not going to help you. So, but if it doesn't work, folks, I'll take it off because I genuinely don't want them on. I think it's a pain, but just trying to grow the channel a little bit. All right, so might get head and shoulders here for a deeper drive by the looks of it, which will be a rotation, and the 30-minute and the hourly look kind of ugly, right? When we look at the higher time frame, we're thinking about this. We've tapped into supply. We haven't taken this liquidity up here. We're making a value area high here. If we fail value area high, we're probably going to come to POC, which is 116, which is where we broke out of earlier, which will be a deeper dive down. If we rotate and I'm still open, I'm not thinking short I'm going to make this clear. I'm not thinking short unless we get stuck under here for this rotation. I do not want to guess this move because this so far is a magnet. Does that look like a magnet? Something like that. This is the magnet at the moment, and we can see it on Bookmap as well as in supply. So I don't want to get long up here. I'm looking for some kind of trap to get long into. If we're just going to go on a giant fail and get stuck here, I can then consider shorts back down. At the moment, this is just setting up as a rotational day. That's all it looks like right now. We've got 13 minutes left until the initial balance is set on the day. But I think we're going to pull back here, and then it's going to look to pick up buyers at some point. The mag, though, is starting to rotate. Apple now red, Amazon now red, Google now red. Wow. Meta now red. Bella, how are you, Bella? Hope you're doing good. We gave away an Apex account yesterday, I think, towards the end of the day. Either yesterday or the day before. Day before. On Twitter. He hasn't responded to me, actually. If you're here, hopefully you got that message on Twitter, the guy that won it. Or X, as it's now called. All right, SPY coming back down towards its view up here. VIX is finding a little bit of a spike. We've got supply on VIX as we get into 1705, 1710, all the way up to 1720. But I think... I'm still recovering. As you can hear. It's COVID. It's the back end of when I talked to you last time. Do you remember I was recovering from COVID? I've got the COVID cough. It will not leave me. It will not leave me. I feel okay, just other than the cough. So still liquidity on the book, 65, 75, 80, 100 lots up there. All right, they're on the book. We can see them up there. They're on the book. They're acting like a magnet. We're waiting for a better location to think about buying right now before we go higher. Right now, we've moved into a sell reacting off supply. We just need to be patient. And remember, ES, SPY are reacting off supply off a first test of it, unlike NQ. So first test, best test, you're seeing sellers step in here on those markets. Approaching the view up here on the SPY, and you've got a mixed bag in the mag. 3 of them green, 4 of them red right now. And we're trading back towards our opening range. Remember, if we let go of opening range, we rotate back inside opening range. That's very, very choppy. It means you're just trading in the first 15 minutes of today's session. Did you watch Shane Gillis on ESPN last night? I heard it was pretty awesome. I need to watch it. I watched highlights of his jokes, yeah. It wasn't his audience, that's for sure. I don't think they enjoyed it as much as he enjoyed telling them. He looked pretty nervous. I think it was probably a bit risky. It's probably really hard for comedians when you're used to doing stand-up and you know that everyone in the crowd has bought a ticket to see you, whereas last night it's just celebrities that he's like taking the piss out of. But one part was awesome. He was like, I can't remember who he referenced, but the camera went on an African-American woman, and he was like, yeah, this is blah, blah, blah from the WNBA record leading scorer or whatever, and everyone cheered, and he was like, I'm just joking. That's my mate's wife. I knew none of you watched the WNBA. Savage. Savage. Yeah, it was so good, wasn't it? Peter, lucid 30%. I don't know what you mean there, buddy. Do you mean the stock? Are you looking at the stock, Lucid? Or are you looking at the prop firm Lucid? Or is there a crypto called Lucid? No idea. Who was that? Shane Gillis last night at the award ceremony. Is Lucid down? Yeah, that much is it? That's all right. That looks okay. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's got to be the right one. Looks okay to me. Can't be that. What do you mean up 30%? All right, here's the opening range. Okay, you can see it's trying to find some bids here. So we're waiting now to see if we can start putting in higher highs and higher lows. So if it's going to protect this, we're going to wait for bullish momentum to take control. We're not going to bid against current momentum right here. So if we're going to protect this, we're going to look for something like this to go long. If it's going to keep washing, we're watching these areas down here. We've got a big imbalance down here. Obviously, if we go red on the session, we're going to have to get under New York. And like I talked about, I'll consider shorts for trend. I'm talking about trend shorts. If we get under here and start rejecting for lower prices. Until that point, I'm going to consider this just a giant range where we're just going to trap and trap and trap with bullish momentum to the upside as the main possibility. Shares of Lucid Group soared after the company said it was teaming up with Uber. Oh, okay. You were happy they were up. I was like thinking, what? You can't be. They looked okay to me. I was like, it's not down that much off the open. Oh, bad decision to sell early. Okay, I understand. I mean, it's been a rough ride for EVs, isn't it? You look at NIO, LI Auto. It's been a rough ride. Course sale is done, Lee Kim. There's no course sale at the moment. Oh, there is a small amount off, actually. If you go on propfirmcompare.com, there is a code on there. There is a coupon code. I think it's like 10% or something. Right, trading all the way back down to VWAP. SPY already letting go of VWAP. QQQ at its VWAP now. ES at its VWAP now. So that supply holding up here. It's odd that we did a flat top there and did not fill any of those sellers. I find that somewhat odd, but this market's been odd recently, hasn't it? It's done these kind of moves where it leaves stuff alone. How many times have we said it, where it leaves liquidity and goes the other way recently? Time and time and time again. All right, previous week high here, lower time frame algo and VWAP. ES bouncing off previous day high and VWAP so far. It's a tough read, Beetle. Yeah, it can be a tough read, that book. Yeah, I'm not sure about NIO. Like the Chinese autos just really haven't done well. I don't know if anyone remembers Mullin. I used to love shorting that. I know Coop and Razorback would have been shorting that back in the day. Mullin, I think the other day, I think I saw some news saying it's no longer an EV company. It's going to do something else. I mean, that is the biggest fraudster company I've ever seen. How that thing is still trading is beyond me. How the Nasdaq, or I don't even know what's on. Is it on the New York Stock Exchange? I can't remember now. How that thing is still even listed is beyond me. The amount of reverse splits that's done is insane. Okay, bids here, 120, 115, 100, all stepping in, trying to hold price up at the moment. Market is looking a little weak here. 5 of the mag now red. Still not convinced. Like I said, we're just in rotation here. We've got 5 minutes until the initial balance is set. So this will, by all likelihood, this will be the IB low. This will be the IB high. And we're going to be in the midpoint. Fun. Absolute fun. So I'm still thinking longs on bullish patterns if it sets up until we get below this, because I don't want to get trapped on the short side. It's just a washing machine of a chart, that daily chart. So starting to see a push here. We need to see higher highs and higher lows start to build. Don't just run away. If this does a vertical move away and doesn't set up, I give up. I give up trading in the market forever. I'm done. If this just comes all the way up here without doing some nice little setup, I'll be peed. Again, they didn't pick up the buyers. 120, 100 just left again. Absolute washing machine of a market right now. Anyone read, does anyone here follow Sanglucci? I don't know if any of you follow him. Been a really good options trader. Any of you are investors underground back in the day will know him. He was very upset yesterday about Trump's comments. So I wondered if he was in calls yesterday and got caught in that, because he was like, this guy needs to go to jail. It's fraud. You can't say something and then deny it and then have CNBC put it out and then deny it and then talk about it. I was like, oh, mate, you sound like you got offside. He's a great trader. He sounded like he was very, very upset. Don't you dare. Don't you dare V-shape off this. Who quits with me? Anyone else want to quit? Done forever. I quit. No more trading. They're stacking. These buyers are now chasing up 140s. All right, let's see. I hate the look of ES compared to this, by the way, folks. So really, 150 is key. All right, because if we go to a 5-minute, not a 54-minute, 5-minute chart, this was the last shove up. You can see resistance. Oh my gosh. Resistance here, shove up above, break down below. This is key. All right, if they fail this, rotation. If they reclaim this, this. I would have loved this. This would be really nice. There we go, squeezing. I'm in this now. Small size, because it's made me chase it a little bit. I'm just taking some profits on an eval there. This is the level that we talked about. Got to be careful if ES pushes here and fails, because it's got supply above where it left those participants this morning stuck. But we left that flat top here, and we've got liquidity up here. So my bias remains upside. But really, we need a pullback and some form of W to get up there. It'd be much nicer if we pull back and offer some form of W rather than just this sort of V shape off the bottom. Don't like the look of ES. That's the one thing at the moment. Sellers still 65, 75, 80s on the book. The buyers, the main buyers, down at 120 right now. Sort of in no man's land between them. I still think bias is upside. Just ES needs to get through this wick to wick at 16. If it gets through that, it trades 1850. If it gets through that, we're going high of day. All right, so this is the main problem is ES right now. How nice would it be to just trade it for one day without divergence on the tape? Just give me one day where they're in sync perfectly. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? It's like if today we were like one of those people, okay, we don't wait for confirmation, we're just going to buy. Boom. Okay, we don't wait for confirmation, we're just going to sell. Boom. Okay, came down to our level, we're just going to buy. Boom. We up so much money. But you're a braver person than me if you're doing that. And you're also much richer than me. You're doing that. Double-edged sword. I think we want upside, though. I really think we want upside here. Come on. Go take out 65, 75, 80. Go, 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 go. Come on. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Beautiful. So inverse head and shoulders. Looking for that extension through 65. Remember, there's an Acceler at 65. We want to take out 65. Take out 65. Come on, come on, come on. Where's the market buyer? Let's see some aggression through 60 to 65, please. Come on, come on, come on. And then we're going to go 75, 80s. There's 60s. Boom. There's a market buyer looking to take out 65s here. 100 on the book, 100 on the book, 100 on the book, 100 on the book, 100 on the book. Fill. Drive him. Come on. 104 on the book. Filled. There you go. Pushed him out. Boom. There we go. Thank you very much. Now we're looking for 80s. It's been a minute since we've had one of them, mate. Thank the Lord. Just took a bit of waiting, didn't it? It took a bit of waiting for this trap and this sort of inverted head and shoulder. And once we reclaimed, you're not going to let me draw, are you? You hate me drawing, TradingView. This. Flat top here, stops here to get to here and here. This is what you're looking for. Expansion through here. So if you're in this, you can pay yourself a little bit if you want. If you want to just hold this for the rip, you can do so. Just make sure you're protecting your profits, please. As in, take a partial. Make sure you're protecting your profits. There's sellers from here stacked up all the way up to 90, trying to drag it higher right now. I'm going to assume every pullback is going to get absorbed here. I want to see Amazon, Google, and Apple all go green. They're not far away from going green. We do that, we go rip faces. Go, go, go. Here we go, folks. Come on. Initial balance high. Boom. TP1 here. Let's see if we can get to that white line. What a trade. What a trade. They thought it was going down. I said, no. Look how much weaker SPYs and ES is here. Still stuck at supply. So W's in chat if you nailed this with me. Sorry, worst Trump impression. W's in chat if you got this with me. Like we said, we were looking for bullish moves today once we trapped at that low. That was the key this morning. We trapped at the low, so we wait for the pullback. We do not enter down here. Okay, we wait to build liquidity. It wasn't the nicest liquidity, was it? We talked about the 50s, the reclaim of 50s. What would have been really nice, I mean, I guess it did do it, would be something like this. That would have been even better. But we get one candle, and there's your go time. And this is the liquidity we're aiming for. So TP1 is here, TP2 is here, TP3 is here, TP4 is there. All right, that's it. That's your game plan. That's your low-hanging fruit for the day. We were only long today. We were only going to be short, like we talked about. The only short today was if we broke down under here and rejected, which we never did. We never got under these key levels. And now we continue upside. Lots of you got it. Nice. This is a nicer work today, team. Much better. BU got it. B-Tool got it. I like the B's, all the B's. Tyson got it. Chi got it. Ken got it. Johannes got it. Jesse, Jeff, Priska. 2 wins today for BU. Glenn got it. Nice work, bud. Coop got it. Richard got it. Christy got it. Miguel got it. Calypso got it. Nice work. So all of you who are in Discord with me doing Coop's Corner, that's your trade, right? That's your trade for the day. You don't need to do more than that. If you've smashed good money in that trade, you don't need more than that. At the absolute worst, you should have got, I don't know, 20 points from 50 up to 70 at the absolute worst, and you might get more. If ES and SPY can get through their supply box. The problem right now, I could talk about all the time, is this divergence, all right? This is the problem right now. ES is stuck against here. Think about where buyers got trapped this morning in ES. Right here. We failed from it. It's stuck. We need ES to do this to help the NQ, right? This is the divergence that I'm talking about. This is why I watch them both. If we can build this and do this move here, NQ will go blast off. If it gets stuck at the supply block, it's going to be harder and harder for NQ to go upside. It wants to take this H1 liquidity. That white line is simply these highs. Look at the H1 highs. 1, 2 of them right here, and then you've got another one just above it, 85s, and then this up here, value area high here. Yeah, basically 85, 86. So I'd like to see us attack that if possible. Again, we went over this pre-market. All right, we went over this before the market opened. The opportunities in the market today. There was 2 opportunities in the market today, really. ERF, but that's great, mate. That's fantastic. Look what you just said. I didn't take it because I already took one winner of the day. It was hard not to take it though. That's fine. Base hit, made your money. Nothing wrong with not gambling at the casino. It's fine. Got some more people who won above there. Bart took it as well. Erin took it. Richard Coop's going to be upset with me because I had 7 minis on evaluation. Jesus. Well, you made some money on that. Glenn, 2 wins for me today, mate. Enjoy the micros and small caps up on the week. Reckon Coop will be paying me that million cash when I win his competition. Coop, I want it in euros, not USD. Yeah. USD is getting decimated, isn't it? Anyone who was here with me last year would have heard me talk about how I'm worried about the breakdown on the USD or the Dixie sub 100. Well, Dixie now got absolutely decimated. Hopefully it can go back upside a little bit because I will need to move some dollars back to Great British Pounds. And look at ES failing that supply. All right, failing supply. That divergence is a pain in the butt, that's for sure. It is your competition. Let's call it the Coop Comp. I like it. It's got a nice ring to it. Yeah, it's just following a video that I put out last year on basically on scaling Apex or scaling any account really. But I like it. It's great. It's great for the community. ES back to view up here. I'm just going to get a refill on the coffee. Be right back. What we got here, Bowden? Checking into the stream from work, seeing a lot of W's. Nice paying trade on my day off the charts. Mate, it's always the way. It's always the way. Like, you know, in England, we've got that expression, sod's law. Sod's law. I don't think anyone in America would know that. Sod's law. This still feels like it's trying to go higher here. It's desperate to break higher here on the NQ. 180 on the book. It's where it wants to go. It wants to break 180 and start driving higher. ES is lagging behind, making it very, very hard for this market to move up right now on NQ. It's definitely what it wants to do. Murphy's Law, yeah, Murphy's Law. Sod's Law, Murphy's Law. I think this might be really weird. I'm going to have a look. I reckon Sod's Law comes from sodomy, randomly. Let's have a look. The term sod is a British colloquialism for an unfortunate person. We should start doing quizzes on here or something, shouldn't we, when the market slows down? Make it a bit more fun. And like the winner of, then we can do like the winner of the quiz wins like an Apex account. What's a good quiz website? Is there any good quiz website where I could be the chat show host of the quiz? I'd love that. I'll put a little outfit on each day. Make the stream more fun. If anyone knows a website that we could do that on, Kahoot. Okay, let me have a look at that. Kahoot. So how would that work? How would you guys... It says to enter a game pin. I've got to make an account. I can do that. Let's make an account. Then it would stop you over trading as well, I think. Which will be a good thing, right? If the market slows down, we start playing some games. Or you have to enter on your cell phone. Choose account type. What do I want here, folks? Friends and family, student, teacher, professional. What's the difference here? Do I want friends and family? Never done this before, so if any of you have played before. Student, teacher. It just says student or teacher. It says professional. I have to select one. Choose your account. Professional, teacher, student, friends and family. Be teacher. Okay. Describe your workplace. Business? I don't know. School? We can do school. Oh, see, Ken said family. I've done it now. Oh, no. I have no idea what to do now. I'm looking at this like, what is this? This is mental. Talk me through it, team. What do I do? Create a new Kahoot. So do I have to put the questions in? This is nuts. I quite like it, though. Just got to figure it out. Yes, this is nuts. View the game modes. Still feel like we're building to go higher here, folks. It's just ES is really struggling, but it feels like we want to move higher here. There's sellers at 80 and 90s and above that. Here we go. It's going for that push to 80. Through 80s now. It wants to go 90s and above. We're looking for a drive up to all-time high if it really gets going today, remember. So there's 80s taken. And then we're looking for 90s and 2000s. 2000s, 200s. ES is so weak, though, it's not even anywhere near its supply at this point. It's trapped between supply and VWAP in no man's land. SPY is on its VWAP, and the Mag 7 is mixed. But this feels like it wants to drive higher. The NQ wants to drive higher. It just needs ES to get going. If we get some like sort of aggressive market buying start to step in, we're probably going to go and pop that. You can see that white line, that's that H1 level we talked about. If we pop that, you're probably going to run a load of stops up to 85. It's trying to pop that. It's desperately trying to pop that. There you go. It's just popped it. You can see that little spike. All right, and if it can base now, we're going to go 85 and then 200s. And then through 200s, we're going for all-time highs. Here we go. So if you're still in this, you look great. If ES gets going, you're going to look really good because you're trading upside in the asset which has relative strength. But you need ES to get through its supply here. VIX is breaking down towards low of day. Everything's lining up well if the spiders can get going for you. All right, everything's lining up well. Let me go back onto this. Up to 40 participants. Okay, that means not everyone can play. Classic mode. Browse. Man, this is nuts. Do you want it to be on the stock market, or do you want it to be on like random quizzes? God, there's loads here. FinCap Friday. You want random? Surely it should be some investing basics. Surely to start with. No, you can't. All right. If anyone wants to play it, we can look at the market. Here we go. Sorry, folks. Got one eye on this while we're calling this out. But it looks good. There's your break. There's your initial balance high. There's your break of 81. And now we're driving up. All-time highs incoming here. All-time highs incoming here. You look good. Make sure you're paying yourself. Make sure you are paying yourself, folks. Because you could get divergence where one goes all-time high and like we take the liquidity and then like ES, for example, fails supply and then we go on a rotation. But you look good. Pay yourself some money, move your stop in the money, be proactive, protective, hold your runners. What's that daily high? Make sure. I'm going to move this next white line up, the old white line to the daily high, which is right there. Okay, top of that block. That's what you're aiming for. Top of the block, and then we're off to the races, basically. Straight tight trailing my new pro account. Nice, Ken. Good work, buddy. Yeah, just it's a beautiful expansion, that. All right. Move 1 was here to here. Move 2. What's that? Tiny little inverse head and shoulder flag. TP1 was here somewhere. TP2 is here. Final target is here. Anything above this is a bonus. A Brucey bonus, we call it. You look good. Fantastic. Almost taking out that all-time high there. So some selling into all-time high. There are sellers above still. All right. On the book, we still have sellers above. They're trying to get it into 220, 225. That's where they're trying to get it up towards right now. So again, like I said earlier, I would assume all pullbacks are absorbed this morning. And if ES can break out of the highs, remember, ES is still inside its initial balance, much, much weaker on the day. But if it can break out, then I think you look good. Yeah, so far not breaking out. Not going to screw it up. Never got a payout yet. Sad to say. It will come. It will come. You just got to remain focused. For once, it was my TP that was top tick instead of my stop. Hey, JD, nice work, mate. Did any of you reload here for the second move? And are any of you still holding runners? Hopefully, some of you. There's some bids here at 85 and 80s right now. It wants to go higher. ES is trying. It's desperately trying to get through its supply. Nice, Andrew. Good work, mate. Good work. Just a flow zone long, isn't it? Nice and easy with targets. We've got liquidity above to aim for. That's the key thing. We are in supply now. So I'd say it's probably no new entry here. You're either in or you're waiting. It will come. Those who haven't had payouts, it will come. It just, once you have your process, like I always say, slow down, size down, edge your way into it. With Apex, it's really important to take your time. You don't need to force it quickly. Take your time, build the buffer. Once you've got that buffer, once you're in the money and you've got the buffer and you're taking payouts, I can't tell you how much easier it gets. The first thing I'd say, the moment, I don't care what account you are trading, if you've never taken a payout, the moment you are able to take a payout, take a payout for that first one, because the confidence it will give you for you to be like, I can do this. I can do this. When I stick to rules, I can do this. It's going to flick a switch in your head, and I promise you, it will all change from there. And you ask anyone, it's the same story. If you speak to Nutty Bar, he did a post like last year, or it might have been when he went to see Patrick or something. But that was the big thing for him. He was really struggling, took a payout, and then he was like, oh, I can do this. I've just got to stop doing silly things, which is what, all of us traders, we get in our own way. But you got the breakout for a piece, nice work. B2, I really hope to be profitable someday. I got excellent grades in school and was good at my work. This is very difficult. Yeah, the difference between trading and everything else is this is a psychological warfare game. This is like playing Risk for adults. If anyone played that board game, this is war, psychological war for adults. That's why this is harder. You think about it, every candlestick you're seeing is just showing you some form of psychology. I'm on an intraday TPT. What do I have to get past 4,500 on a 150k pro? Yeah, 100. Yeah, exactly. And then you take daily payouts. And then they're probably moved. Well, you do that a few times, you get moved to the Pro Plus. Yeah, great game. I haven't played Risk for a long time, but I used to love it back in the day. ES is still stuck at supply. So you have divergence here where NQ broke out, hasn't quite taken all-time high, but it has broken out, and ES is still stuck at supply. I still think NQ will want to go higher. The question is, does it need to do another trap first? And can ES play ball for that drive higher? That's basically the question at this point, right? I think I've got it. What's the high here? This is showing, I've got them as two different levels here. Let me check this. Move this guy. No, Ninja Trader, don't delete it. Move you up. Yeah, 220s. This looks good. Another flag. They're trying to have another go. If ES gets going here, we're going to go off to the races. Come on, just go up, get through 200, and then go 220. Lots of stop-start here. This is all due to ES. This is really hard to learn, me with a sad face. Yeah, it's not an easy skill. It's not an easy skill. Peter Ilias, rule, don't short at all-time high still stands. If we sweep all-time high liquidity, will you be looking for one? No, not really. Not really, not at the moment. Not given what the daily's done. Not given what the daily's done, not what the hourly's doing. Because at this point, I expect more than a sweep, because this is likely to do this at this point. Okay, so this, if this yesterday or the day before, we trapped the buyers, we rotated down, we came up yesterday, we rejected. This is the opportunity for shorts to take over and really start to roll. They get trapped, and this sets the coil, and this is expansion. I would not be looking for short against this. This for me is setting up for expansion mode higher at this point, regardless of whether I think it should go higher or not. In terms of like, does this market deserve to go higher? It's an expansion mode. This is setting up for me sort of cup and handle for expansion. And if we think about the daily, how much room have we got to expand? A lot of room for expansion. And like we talked about right at the beginning, even if we just fib out all-time high to the pullback low, we still have room, a 161 to 23,450 and a measured move basically to 23,600 with the bolt in between, which means from a mean reversion point of view, we can get up here, and then maybe this is an excess high, and maybe then we offer a mean reversion. And this is a lot of liquidity. So if we do this is possible, but this will take months to play out. Months, not days. If we go to a monthly chart, we're just in expansion higher. Monthly is at top Bollinger though. That's interesting. What's 1 week at? That is interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. Weeklies and dailies have got room. Monthly has not got room to expand. That is very interesting. What about ES? Yeah, room. No. Room. That's weird. That is a rarity to see. Yeah, ES has got room as well. Here we go. Here we go. On the drive. Trading is more about emotional intelligence than academic. Yeah, absolutely is. Totally agree with that. It's easy, like if we think about it, like it's easy to be able to identify, hey, let's just keep it really simple, right? Imagine nothing else on the screen, and we just go, hey, this is a trend line. We're going to buy that dip. That's easy. Emotionally, are you able to buy this area? How do we control emotions? By having a strategy that allows us to understand probabilities. That's how I frame it in my head. I understand we're in a high probability long at this point. Down here, we're not. But once we do this, we are. Because this is a breakout. This is a pullback. I know there's a new leg forming to go higher. This is a high probability long. And there we go. Liquidity being taken, so we can move this one now. And now we're aiming for all-time highs. Good job. Everyone who's still in it, great job. 2 weeks to end of month, yeah. Yeah, I agree. ERF looked great for all-time highs here. Shorts got caught this morning. All right, shorts this morning. Remember when we were down here, I was like, I am not convinced of anything yet. I need to see a clear breakdown and a retrace to stay heavy. We didn't do it. We absorbed. That's where the shorts got caught. We said on this candle here, if this doesn't break the low, shorts will get caught, and then we turn. And that's exactly what you've got. And here's the pump. ES trying to join in now. Right, should I try and get back to the quiz? Trying to figure this out. Does anyone want to actually do this? We can give it a go. If you want to give it a go, that's it. Okay. So we'll give you until 11:05. So another 3 minutes. If you want to do it, just click that. We'll give it a go. We'll see how it works. Hey, Tyson, nice. Tyson saying his runner is up 50 points at the moment. Beautiful trade, bud. Yeah, target 220, yeah. And then hold through that. You'll probably get a swipe up above it. And then, you know, if it bases on 220, we can keep going for the day. But, like, I don't know how many you've got left. But what you could do, if we swipe through it, just move your stop up to it. You know, just in case it keeps going and going and going and going. Or you can just take your profit. If it's a lot of money for you, just and you're on a consistency rule as well. I always forget that. Then obviously take your money. But as long as you've paid yourself already, your stop should be well in the money. So I posted the link in chat. Do I need to pin this? I'll pin it. Pinned the message. That link in chat is for the quiz. I don't know how it works, but we're going to give it a go. Lots of sellers up here at 220. You can see the buyers down here. 205, 320. Sellers up above right now. Big market order buy came in there. So I'd say as long as you hold 200s here, then they're looking for that rotation up at this point. ES starting to play ball now for you as well. Yeah. Just you don't need to add any more into it, Tyson. No matter what now, you're going to make money. So it's either going to go 220 or above 220 and you can keep making more money, or you're going to put your stop in the money and you're going to make money that's there. Do not be adding like for more and more and more and more and more. Just be happy. You're up 50, 60 points now. That's a great trade. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Okay, 1 more minute to join this quiz for any of you that are interested. I don't know how many of you are joined. Hopefully it works. So far, there's a few of you in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll give it a go. I like all the emojis. I like Miguel's one. That's cool. I don't know if you choose it or not. All right, all-time high coming. All-time high coming. Let's go, Tyson. Let's make it go for Tyson. We're looking for all-time highs, 220s. 220, 222, 225. We're looking for all-time highs for Tyson. 4 points away. It's almost there for Tyson. It's almost there. ES trying to get up to its initial balance high. VIX breaking down low of day. Everything looks good. 220, 220, 220. That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. 220. You're looking for 220. You're looking for it to swipe through 220. Give it to Tyson. Give it to Tyson. Don't disappoint. You're what? You're there. You're there. You're there. You're there. You're there. Boom, 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 boom. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You can move your stop up to 220 and see if we keep ripping. Like I said, there you go. There is the stop run, my friend. Woohoo! That's why I said just move your stop up. This might keep going now because they have just ripped some faces. Bing, 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 bing. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Tyson in the house. Richard also. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Richard with it. And here we go. It's off to the races. Move that stop up. Just trail it tight now. Just trail it tight. Let it keep expanding. Trail it tight. So your stop should be into sort of 34s now or something. And just keep trailing it tight. You just want a ripper here because this is a stop hunt. This is blowing out daily and weekly shorts now. So just keep moving it up because once it's done squeezing them out, it will pull back aggressively. So you're now 20 extra points up. This is why I said you can just move your stop up when it does these moves because you're in a daily, weekly, yearly breakout. Shorts are getting smoked. And hopefully it keeps going. And if not, it doesn't matter because you have made big money. This is why you do not short all-time highs. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Just spraying money, Tyson. Nice. Nice work, Andrew. Richard stopped out. Hey, great trade, mate. Great trade. No, do not buy here. DK, this is not a buy zone now. The buy zone's gone. This is a straight up squeeze. You've got to think from this point. Shorts tried for a double top, failed. Shorts tried again, failed. This is the last short chance here, failed. We need to build liquidity out now. Do not buy up here because this is a big stop hunt and this can pull back very, very deep at this point if it wants, because this was main objective, right? This was all-time high. We talked about it. This white line, top of the red box, that was main objective. If we build liquidity out here for a while, there's potential to buy high, but remember the best buys today were here, 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 and here. Okay, move 1, move 2, move 3, move 4. We've hit TPs. What do we say? What has gone for the day? What do we aim for? Every day when I'm on stream with you, what do we talk about? What do we aim for? What do we aim for, folks? Someone post it in chat. What do I talk about all the time? Our job is to get what type of trade are we looking for? I'll give you a clue. It's an easy trade. Apples, pears, oranges, or all types of what? Low-hanging fruit. There he is. Miguel got it. Low-hanging fruit. We're always looking for the low-hanging fruit. Make your life easy. Take the low-hanging fruit trade. This trade here was low-hanging fruit. Why was it low-hanging fruit? Because we had liquidity here to come and take, and we had trapped liquidity down here. So if shorts are trapped here, which way do you think we're going? All right, it might keep going all day, but the low-hanging fruit trade was to these levels. Anything above this now, this above here is price discovery. Now, where can we go above here? We talked about it. We've got measured fibs up above. All right, so if it really wants to get going, it's going to go for some fib levels. But really, for me, done. Donezo for the day. It's a beautiful work. Beautiful work. Okay, let's do this quiz. This is a bit fun. So there's a few... I'll give you 1 minute in case some of you were in that trade and now you're waiting to jump in. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of you in here at the moment. And I don't know how many are on stream. Probably a decent amount of you, 75 watching. Priska! Oh, I am happy. I am happy, Priska. We'll do like an Apex giveaway if you win the quiz. Let's do that. So Priska, I'm really happy for you. Priska saying she can get her first payout. Let's go, Priska. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Yeah, ES has room. But obviously, ES, you're in relative weakness, right? But ES has room. So ES is coming into the supply. We'll go over this quickly before I get into the quiz. ES is coming into this supply that we talked about. I don't know why that's blue. This should be red. And we go into a 15-minute chart. All right, this is where we failed on ES. Think about the trap buyers. This is the first time ES has got back towards here. It's not like NQ. NQ yesterday did this move. This is the first time ES is coming up towards this supply. So it might hold and rotate. If we get through it and base, yes, there's room for ES. But low-hanging fruit's definitely gone for the day, folks. The easy money's gone. Easy money has gone. Please don't be tempted to be the person shorting this. Just leave it alone. You either made money or you're going to wait for some kind of trap. Do not, please, for God's sake, do not try and guess the top, okay? We are in a pro trend up. We are in flow zone up. We are extended, but if you guess the top, they will probably likely try and trap you again to keep going. All right, let's start this quiz. I don't know how this is going to work. Here you go. Can you all see this? Do you all have this on your screens? A stock market is a small piece of ownership in a company. True or false? God, these are easy. These are easy. You've got 20 seconds to do this. Hopefully it's working for you all. I don't think we're going to have a winner here. I think this is going to be too easy. Allow you to see questions. How do I do that? Show questions and answers on device. Is that right? Does that work now? Let's try the next one. See if that worked now. There we go. Okay, next question. I'll read it out in case. What is the average age of people that start investing? Answers are 20, 25, 28, or 30. I don't actually know the answer for that. I would hazard a guess. Older. It's at the top, pinned at the top there, Tyson. You should be able to just click that and join. Game pin 70003. Yeah, answer was 30, as we expected. Miguel in the lead here, closely followed by ERF. All right, here we go. Because you get points for how quickly you do it. Where is the New York Stock Exchange, the location of the biggest stock exchange in the world? Oh, you've got to drop your pin on the map. Well, if you're not good at geography, you're going to be in trouble here. Still liquidity up higher here, folks. So if you're still in long, if you're still holding, there are sellers at 32.40, 32.50. I'm just going to have a quick look for you here. Do you want me to leave it on Bookmap while we do the quiz? Is that more helpful than a chart? Who did these pins, you jokers? Who did those pins in the middle of nowhere? You guys are nuts. Okay. Every stock has a symbol, an abbreviation of the company name. For example, what is Apple's stock symbol? Is it AAPL, APLE, A, or APP? Thanks, DK. Yeah, 15 minutes until the Euro close. Coming for those sellers at 40, and they're trying to get up to 50. ES is trying to base on its RBS at initial balance high here, team. So I'm going to try and read out while we're going as well. Hopefully you all got that. Yes, AAPL, correct. Miguel still in the lead, but G is catching up here. Maybe get points for how quickly you do it, I think. An investment portfolio is a term for the collection of stocks or other investments you own. Oh, is... That's not a very good question, is it? It should be, is an investment portfolio. An investment portfolio is? What's the grammar there? Come on. I'm going to change it so it sounds proper. Is an investment portfolio the term for the collection of stocks or other investments you own? What's this for? A 5-year-old? True or false? We've got to do harder questions than this. This is ridiculous. I'd be worried. If anyone's getting these wrong, I'd be worried. What is a mutual fund? When you buy stocks with another person, a stock that can't decrease in value, risky shares of stocks in brand new companies, or a bundle of several different stocks. One of you got that wrong. Come on, folks. You know the answer to that. It's a bundle. It's just like an ETF. Yeah, so always a bundle. Mutual funds are bundles. It keeps your risk lower because you're buying into a bundle of stocks. It's like a portfolio done for you, for those who didn't know. Which of these is an account that might hold stock that you own? A checking account, a savings account, a retirement account, or a certificate of deposit? Yes, exactly, capped, and like an ETF with higher fees. Yeah, exactly. Like a Vanguard where they charge you silly money each month. You can see liquidity still on the book here, folks. A retirement account. What's the correct answer? A retirement account. Oh, Lee's taking the lead now. Lee in the lead. He's on fire. I guess that means he's on a hot streak. He has 6 in a row. The older you get, the more risk you should take with your investments. Is that true or false? Is that true or false? The older you get, the more risk you should take with your investments. True or false? Still basing over all-time highs here. I'm not saying you should long this, but it is basing up here. ES is trying to base over its initial balance and its RBS level for the day. Plenty of room downside on ES if it wants to pull back a bit deeper first. False. Yes, it's false. Why is that? Because when you're younger, you have more opportunity to make mistakes and make more money, which means you can be higher in risk. So when you're younger, you can afford to risk in things like Bitcoin or small caps, a little bit of your money in small caps. And when you're younger, you want to be making 10, 11, 12%. And as you move into your 50s and 60s, you want to be dialing that down to just trying to make 5% year over year in your investments and be risk free. Yeah, so more compounding gains. So when you're younger, you can take more risk because you have longer in case it goes wrong. That's pretty much the brain behind that. Lee's still in the lead. ERF close behind, then Bart, then G, then Miguel. All very close. Investment portfolios can be risky or conservative. If you created a portfolio today, would you want to be conservative, risky, or somewhere in between? What kind of question is that? Isn't that a personal preference? Oh, it doesn't count to the score. Okay. Gonna say, isn't that personal preference? Okay, back to the quiz. You're right. When your stock portfolio has increased in value, can you withdraw the profit anytime like a bank? Answers are you can always withdraw without a penalty. It depends on the account type. All accounts will penalize you for withdrawing, or you can never withdraw money from your investment accounts. Still holding flow zones here, folks. VIX is trying to backtest into that 1690 level where we failed from, just a heads up. Yeah, correct. It depends on the account type. So some of you weren't sure there. Depends on the account type. So if you're trading or investing in like none of you guys are English, I don't think, but stocks and shares, ISA, you will not get penalized. Some will penalize you because they want you to hold it X amount of years. So it depends on the account type. The podium, here we go. Here's your podium. We've got to find harder ones. I might have to make the questions myself in future. That was way too easy. Way too easy. Lee, you look like a zombie. What's gone on there, mate? You can't see the podium. Oh, no. Here you go. Hang on. It's here. There you go. Hang on. Can you see? What happens now? Do we go on to another stage, which is a bit harder? That was the easiest quiz I've ever seen, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. How does this work now? Do we go on to another stage? Yeah, we can do another one. Lee, don't worry. You're going to get an Apex account, mate. Yeah. I'll the winners get my next payout. No. Take care, Tyson. Should we do another one? We'll find a harder one. I can't do more giveaways though. Let's find a harder one though. What would do it for? Well, maybe we can do a giveaway, but it can't be another Apex. I'm going to run out of accounts otherwise. How do we go? Why is it telling me Tour de France? Start a new game. Do we want stocks again, or do we want something different? Do we want something silly? Thank you, DK. Yeah, DK saying 6 minutes out until you get the bill auction for the day. Yeah. I won't rush it. Like, we'll have plenty of time. But do we want one much harder, or something else altogether? Do we keep it finance or something else altogether? Hang on. Do you know what? We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll because I'm happy to do with you guys what you guys want. So, new quiz. I don't know why, but it's showing me everything in French now. A Trump quiz, that would be hilarious, wouldn't it? A Trump quiz. No, I haven't set it up yet. It will ask for a game pin. I haven't set it up yet. I'm just waiting for you guys to decide what we're doing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Bowden. Exactly. Like, we've hit our targets for the day. It's nice to hang out with you guys. There's 35 minutes left to lunch. If we look at what we'd be doing otherwise, you know, I don't want you guys trying to get long up here. I know we're basing over here, but we're in price discovery now, which means up here, we don't know how far we want to get. And the easy money was made. Well, this was not an easy long, but here is where we entered long. And on a retest of it was where we entered long. And here for the breakout was where we entered long. So you got long at sort of between 115 and 130, and then again between 160 and 175. We don't want to be getting long at 230. Okay, if you've added into your position, it's different, right? If you are holding call position, let's say you were long here, you added in, maybe you added in, you took some partials, you're adding in here to play with house money, fine. But what I don't want to do is encourage you all to start getting long. Now, yes, there's a chance this becomes RBS, all right? Because this is a daily level. If we move out to a daily, not 110 day, just a 1 day. And we think about this, right? This can become an RBS, this wick here, right? If we're going to hold this wick, right? And then we've got a 1.5 and 161 retracement or a measured move. The measured move would be of this whole range. Okay, so the measured move would be if this repeats itself here, this would be a 100% expansion, okay? Which is what I'd be considering. 161, 100%. So can we keep going higher? Yes. But unless you're long from lower, I don't think you should be looking at a new money long here. I think it's a very risky scenario. Can it keep going? Yes, it can keep going. But like I said, it's risky. It's risky. What we can do is turn this to blue if it starts to hold. The other thing I'd say on an hourly, it can afford a deeper retrace. If we think about these hourly candles, can I clean this up? Let me just clean this up so I can draw it for you. If we think about these hourly candles, we are going to have an imbalance in here and probably in the new candle. Let's say the new candle opens here down to here. So on a 4 hour, what's that going to look like this afternoon? It's a big 4 hour candle. All right, we can afford to do an RBS deeper into here now and then look for this move later in the week, the next few days. So I don't like the idea of another trade today, which is why I'm like, hey, we've made money. We made good money on stream today. Don't force it, right? Don't force it. I'm going to put it back on Bookmap for you guys. Not trading. Jamie, I'm asking for game pin. Yes, behaved well. So just getting through these chats. Upper right, I can select language. Oh, thank you. It's not, I can't see it. There we go. It's okay now. Okay, so shall we do, we're going to do harder, folks. Do you want to do hard random knowledge? Do you want to do the hardest quiz ever? Or random trivia hard? Any of those? Going to trade my alarm to trade Globex. What's the better time to trade? I haven't been really studying recently when the moves have been happening. Just trying to have a look. When have the moves been happening? Why is my Globex gone? That is odd. Let me just have a quick look here for you. See if we can get it on this one. That breakout was after midnight. I normally like from 8, 9 o'clock. There's normally a move. New York time. So there was here. Look, you can see 8 o'clock held VWAP, drove up, failed the other VWAP, trap between. We talked about this in Discord last night, and then after midnight you get that big bullish move. So I'd say from 8, 9 to midnight you kind of need to be watching, but it's tough, DK. It's tough. It's not my session, so I don't really study it that much. Right, here we go. Can we end this poll? How do I end this poll? End poll. Great. 50-50. Thanks, guys. Did you do that on purpose? Let's do a really hard one for jokes. Um, trying to find it for you. Yeah, I know I'm on Bookmap. Do you want it on something else? I just thought you might want it on that because most of you are probably watching the screens. Thought that might help provide you liquidity. It's up to you guys. Man, how do I do this? This is quite confusing. This is so confusing, folks. Trying to find a good one. It's lost all those last ones. Here we go. Okay. Host live. How do I share it? Loading game pin. Okay. All right. Anyone that's interested, here's the link. The game pin is 437751. Definitely, JD. We can do that. We can do that. I'm waiting for a pullback at the moment. Longer term to get involved in some more ETFs. I'm going to get a refill. Be right back, and that will give you like a minute to get going here. Do you want it on Bookmap or you'd rather it's on here? It's up to you. I just assume most of you guys probably have this, so you probably want to see. You probably don't have Bookmap. But basically, anything below you is where the buyers are, and then anything above you is where the sellers are, and you're looking for large levels. All right, large levels. Be right back. All right, we all ready? Man, none of you are in agreement today. We can flick between the two. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of you in here. Let's do it. Apparently, this is the hardest one in the world. Ready? Let's go. Maybe I'll share this down here so you guys can see it. You guys see that? What's infinity plus infinity? An apple? A trick question? You don't know? Oh my god, this goes so quick. This is so quick. All right, ready? Next question. It moves quick, guys. You got to answer really quick. Which of these is the sound of fish slapping against human flesh? Oh, you got to have the sound up. Oh, splap, slap, slap, or bang. This is so stupid. Two answers, slap or bang, apparently. I would say slap. ERF in the lead. Just about. It's so fast, isn't it? It's really fast. You got to be ready for it. What was the first thing that happened after the universe was created? You're kidding, right? How should I know? This is not trivia. This is stupid. How should I know? Correct answer. This is not trivia, man. This is not going to count. We can't do this. Is not going to count. But let's finish it just for jokes. What is the second word letter of the alphabet song? Alphabet, B, H, or at? How's there two answers? This is crazy. If a new color were invented, what would it be called? It's the wrong language as well. Skip this question. Beluga, Dabahrash. What? Guys, this is rubbish. Should we cancel this one? Should we find a better one? This is terrible. This is terrible. We're not doing this. This is not trivia. Yeah, I've cancelled it. I've cancelled it. This is ridiculous. What a load of garbage. Do I get to see the questions? Yeah, I'm going to try and find a good one. Okay, we held RBS there. You can see we're drifting into these levels now. Created another flag. Buyers are in total control here as we keep going higher. Total control. RBS held. And we keep drifting higher. We're in complete price discovery. I would love to see it drift into here over the next session or two. Yeah, that was really bad. That was really bad. Sorry. I don't make these. I'm just looking for them. The worst thing is when I put in trivia, it comes up with like Disney trivia or like Ratatouille trivia. Like, what is this? Take care, Richard. These are dumb. These are so dumb. We might have to find a better site. These are so ridiculous. Trying to find something good for you guys. If any of you have a good one, like send it over. I don't know if there's a way of doing that. Okay, keeps expanding here. Liquidity still on the book. 50 and then 70 now, folks. This is why I'm putting this up, because we're in price discovery. There's nothing else to use, really. So you have to use liquidity that's actually on the book, and you're looking for ES to take out all-time highs, which I think is getting closer to. Give me 1 hour up. Yeah, you're looking for ES, so I'd watch that close. 35. 6335 is an old close. That's a big level. Once you get through that, you're looking for 6343. So from 35 to 43 is your supply. All right. Every time we've come up there, we've failed. At the moment, I would anticipate we're going to take it out. VIX is breaking down new low of day. We look very good for a bullish move up. Why is that saying back soon? Book map right here. So I'm using this so you can see the liquidity higher. Looks good. ES looks good. Just mark out those highs on the hourly. You'll see like 1, 2, 3, for 4 hours. God, that's a sentence. For 4 hours, we based up there at an old high, but only put in wick highs and couldn't move higher. So you can see it. The clear supply up there, 35 up to 43. That's the level it's trying to get up and into. Over that, price discovery. Okay, this might be fun. It's still very simple, though. We'll do one more, and then that will be it for the day. We'll get out of here. It's coming up to lunch. All right, we'll give this a go. Very easy one, but we'll give it a go. All right, last one for the day. And we'll do a giveaway for this as well. Last one for the day. It's fairly easy. Should let you straight in, but the pin, if not, 622385. 622385. We'll do a giveaway for this as well. I need to make some jeez. I need to make some quizzes on trading based on strategies, and we need to do quizzes like when we fail an initial balance high, where do we look to take profit on a trade? Things like that to help it get into your head, really. what is a pro trend, things like that. I'll have to build them. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. You still look good. See the liquidity adding higher? They're trying to take out 50s. 50s is a whole number, all right? 250, whole number. That's why it's attracted up here right now. We're in price discovery, remember. These are all-time highs. We're in absolute price discovery. So every time we go up, there will be some profit taking, okay? Because we don't know how high we're going to get. What we do know is there's some bigger sellers up here right now. They're starting to add higher to try and drag it up. Doesn't mean it has to get up there. It is possible. When we look where buyers are stacked, they're wanting cheap buys right now. You can see some guys here. They're not that big because if I do this, they remove altogether. But they are there. 320, 325, sorry, 230, 225, 220. There's some buyers down there. Bigger orders down here at 200. And you can see we've got a bit of a red wall here. That's 50. It's the whole number. That's why. Okay, let's get into this. Do you want to see it on the screen or not? Make it a bit more fun. Put it here. A key difference between saving and investing is saving is for everyone, investing is for the wealthy. Your money is insured when investing. Investing has guaranteed return, saving doesn't. Or saving is emergency goals, investing is long-term wealth. Hopefully you all got that. Okay, next question. Move this down. There we go. You can see it now. The first level of diversification in an asset class. What is the second level? Market conditions, market sector, risk, or opportunity cost. So the first level of diversification in an asset class. What is the second? What is the second level of diversification? Market condition, market sector, risk, or opportunity cost. Market sector. Why would that be, folks? Because think about things when we have themes, right? We have things like if you're invested heavily in energy and energy takes a crash, then all your portfolio is going to take a crash. But if you've got some in energy, some in crypto, some in the banking sector, some in, I don't know, fintech, some in biotech, right? Then it levels out your portfolio. Portfolio should be a nice broad spectrum where you've put most of your money where the market's normally strong, like tech, and some money in the other sectors, all right, to help you. Why is compound interest more beneficial than simple interest? Is it A, your money will grow faster when it's compounded? B, you earn interest on your interest? C, fees for compound interest are greater than simple interest? Or D, compound interest is hard to calculate, so fewer use it? Yes, your money grows faster and it's earning interest on interest, because if you put 20,000 in an account and you earn 10% interest on that, let's say, and the next year you've got 22,000 on that and you're earning another 10% on it. So compounding is really important. Looking like a new breakout here again in the market, coming for a test on these 50s again. ES again, trying to get up to that level we talked about, 35 all the way up to 43 right now. Here's the market looking to fill this seller at 50. All right, you can still see this seller at 50. Delta looks strong here. You want another big green bubble. You want a big market order to just come and wreck him and take him out. And then you can think about the next level, which would be 65, 75s. So they're re-offering here. So you can see what I look at on the bit. They're re-offering here. Sellers are coming in, reloading again and again and again. So if a market buyer doesn't push us through soon, we might drift back down and see if there's more buyers underneath this old shelf. This old shelf at 35. If we fail up here, we're probably going to come and revisit this. So you want to see a market order, a big green bubble, force us through at this point. All right. Next question. Which would be considered the higher risk investment type? A stock, a bond, a mutual fund, or a money market account? Watching ES here, trying to build a 5-minute flag. A stock, yes, a stock is always the highest risk investment. Not all stocks are good. We talked about it this morning, like small caps, things like some of these dodgy Chinese stocks. Leron up ahead. Question 5. The relationship between risk and return can be stated as A, higher risk that indicates higher return. B, a high risk that indicates lower return. C, lower risk indicates higher return. Or D, no relationship exists between risk and return. Think about that. Yes, higher risks indicates higher return. So things like a small cap stock, right, when they're trading very, very low and they're going sideways, but they have a lot of trapped shorts in there, and you start buying that, even though it's a really shitty company, the return on that can be massive. You've seen them do 1,000, 2,000% returns, but you've also seen them, print money and just wash down and destroy investors. So actually, the stock we talked about earlier, Mullen, is a really good example of that. MULN. How can you make money on stocks? Capital gains, interest, dividends, holding the stock for at least 3 years. Yeah, capital gains and dividends, both of those available. Not on all stocks, all right? Not all stocks will give you dividends. Some stocks will pay you dividends, some will not. Important to know which ones do if you're going to start looking at building a portfolio. If an interest rate rises, what will typically happen to bond prices? Will they rise, fall, or stay the same? This is one that you should know right now, given that we've been in this kind of cycle for the last 2 years. Or maybe longer now, post-COVID, really, last 4 years. Full, correct. You all got it. Well done. Well done. Question 8. The face value of a bond is called the principal, coupon, par value, or maturity date. Yeah, it's par value. So I've got to reply to Apex here. Which is not an example of an asset class? Which of these is not an asset class? Stocks, bonds, cash, or capital gains? Capital gains, yes. All the others are assets. Capital gains is not. Question 10. Andy earned $300 on a $1,000 investment. What is his current return of... Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Return on investment. 2%, 3%, 30%, 40%. Do your math. You guys know this. You guys do risk reward all the time. 2 to 1, 3 to 1. Yes, 30%. Correct. 30%. I think you all got that, did you? Or a lot of you got it. Leron punching ahead here. This is a characteristic human investment managers have that robo advisors do not. options trading, personal touch, futures trading, beating the market. What's the difference between a human and a robot? Personal touch. Yes. Getting through these now. Almost there. Brokers who suggest specific investments, create an investment plan, and make adjustments are discount online brokers, discount brokers with assistance, full service brokers, or money managers. I'm still trying to watch the market at the same time. ES going for it now, folks. You can see ES going for it. We need to break 50s when ES goes for it. ES is going for that level we talked about. It's trying to get up to supply. New highs here on the ES. It's attempting it. I'm watching a 5-minute bar here. It's attempting to get up to that level. This 50 is key. You can see it. They're reloading and reloading and reloading. Every time we come up here, we're finding sellers. I would imagine they'll have another attempt at breaking through, and we should get through it. If they don't get through it, I'd start to be concerned here. You just want to see a big market order just flush, or you want to see this seller lift. Probably won't lift, only because it's probably a genuine buyer taking profit. Here's the big market. There we go. That's what I was talking about. You got to see it live. So that's a big market order coming in there. 154, 60, and 38. Just wash them out. And now you need to see if we get continuation, because now we've got room up to these levels, right? 60, 65, 67, and 72. If we can't get through, then this will be a failed breakout, and you will see rotation to come back down to pick up some of these buyers lower. Let's move this to a bit higher. All right, we'll come down to pick these buyers up lower. If we can't maintain above 50, we need to hold above 50 for rotation higher. Hopefully that makes sense for you all. All right, next question. A diversified portfolio is, where's it gone? Desirable because if it limits investment choices, it's a good predictor of rate of return. It increases risk, it decreases risk. We talked about this. I just talked about it. There you go. It decreases risk. We went over that. It was like the second question of this. These are easy. 5 left. Which of the following accurately describes asset allocation? Well-balanced portfolio of different stock classifications, dividing among different asset categories based on risk, dividing among different asset categories based on time, chance your investment won't be worth as much in the future. Which of these following accurately describes asset allocation? Yeah, 2 of those. Dividing among different assets category based on risk. We went over that earlier. And based on time. Brandon has a streak with 8 correct in a row. Where are you? You're on a charge, Brandon. You might get up there if you keep going. Putting regular amounts of money into investment account at specific time intervals is compound interest, diversification, dollar cost averaging, or inflation. Come on, you all know that. You all know that. Boom, there you go. DCA. Bowden joining the party. The interest rate paid by a bond is called principal, coupon, par value, maturity date. Yeah, still not up to that level, by the way, folks. NQ looking pretty good. NQ looking pretty good here. Coupon. New hourly bar here as well now. So you're 2 minutes into a new hourly bar. Just be careful. Think about this. We're into lunch, 2 minutes into a new hourly bar. Be careful. If you've been in this, I would say I would be moving my stop up and being proactive. You do not want to get washed out in lunch. Hopefully, you get these sellers just get out of the way in lunch and we just go and drive. But do not be adding late in the day into lunch hoping it goes higher. The easy trade has gone. There's a reason we're doing the quiz right now. The easy trade has gone for the day. All right, we made the easy money for the day. If you're wondering, like, what is Alex doing? We made easy money on that drive up. Okay, 2 left. Your money remains tax deferred in this account until you withdraw it. Taxed income as a Roth IRA, a traditional IRA. If you are English, you probably do not know the answer to this question. This is for Americans. Here goes NQ. It's trying to take out that high. Yes, a traditional IRA. You can see NQ. There we go. Basing above 50. See how this was a seller before, now become potential bids for this rotation. You do not want to see them remove bids like that. You want this to stay dark red and orange. If they move it, that's them pulling the bid away. This needs to stay here. He's nervous, this guy. This needs to stay here for this rotation. ES is looking very good for that drive up now. You would like to see a market order now step in, or a limit order try and join in here for a push up while ES is driving. So I'm trying to teach you trading at the same time, watching order flow at the same time as trying to do a silly little quiz here. All right, I think one more question or two more questions? 2 more questions. Why is it important to start investing as soon as possible? You take less risk when you are young, so money will be safer. You have more time for your money to compound. Investing is an easy way to make quick money, or fees on investing are cheaper when you're younger. I'm pretty sure we went over this. Ding, 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 ding. Well done, team. Easy peasy. New highs here, ES. Quick look back at the book. All right, so basing over 50. You want to see this drive up here now. Is there anyone above that? There's still, look, they're adding. This is great. This is a great sign if you're still long. They keep adding offers up here. This can still act as a magnet. They are trying to drag the market up. Delta is strong. They're trying to drag the market up. ES the same. It's got to get through 36 to get to 40. It's basically the levels we said, isn't it? We said 35 all the way up to 43. They've come in front of 43 whole number. Then you've got 45 here. So everything lining up pretty good for you at the moment if you've been holding long, as long as you're being proactive, managing your risk. Your job is to manage your risk right now. All right, last question. Looks like Leron's going to win this unless you can get it in like 1 second. You need to have to get straight. True or false? Investing in a diversified portfolio of stocks guarantees you will not lose money. You can get that real quick. That's an easy one. ES into supply here, folks. Tapped in for the first time today. ES into supply. VIX is breaking down. VIX looks like it wants to go for previous day low. So 3rd place, Brandon. 2nd place, Florida. Is that JD, I'm guessing? And Leron's the winner. So Leron's the winner. Let me find chat so I can see you all. Lost it. Just see these things. This is your game streamer arc, by the way. Oh, thanks, DK. Right, I'll take some in a minute. I had to take some last night because after your email, I went and bought some. Bowden saying bottled it. So, Leron, would you rather? I'm trying to remember. Would you rather 50% off a Flow Zone Trader beginner to advanced course? You can give it to one of your friends if you want. Would you rather 50% off the Ninja Trader for lifetime Flow Zone Trader indicator system? Or would you rather an Apex account? Let me know. Let me know in YouTube chat. Has Leron gone for the day? Maybe he left. Leron, you got to let me know. You've got to let me know in chat. I can't do anything otherwise. Apex, there you go. Okay, thank you. All right, Apex account for Leron and Apex account for who won earlier? Lee? Lee and Leron. Are you both on Discord? Can you both privately message me on Discord or on Twitter? Either or. If you're not on Discord, message me on Twitter. And I will sort you out an Apex account. So DM me either in Discord or on Twitter, whichever's better. I can't send it to you here though, Leron. So you'll need to message me or email me. Any of those you can email me. Yep, I see you there. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I can see it. Just took. I think you might be a little bit behind. That's all. All right, team. That was a bit different today. Something a bit different, but it's because we got low hanging fruit, and we're in price discovery. Like I always trade. I trade to low hanging fruit. I'm not trying to guess tops or anything like that. Like we talked about, you could argue that they hold this for an RBS here, which they have done. We talked about it. We literally drew it out. The risk is you're buying very high, God, I can't draw. You're buying high to try and go higher. It's not what I love doing. I love buying off nice, easy structure. To get up to here. From this point on, I'm risk off. Probably should have held a runner for this, but I don't really care. Money's made. Money's made. Nice one, dude. All right, we are done, folks. We are done. If I've got the energy, I'll be back tomorrow. Beetle saying, I enjoyed... Let me move this here so I can see properly. Right today, isn't it? See this coming through, nasty. I enjoyed today, made some money. All in all, thanks for the amazing day, Alex. See you Monday if you're taking a day off tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow. I'll definitely pop into Discord and make sure everyone's all right. But I am burnt out. I'm really, really burnt out. I think a lot of it is just from dealing with Luna, to be honest. It's been a big toll. We're coming up to, before I go, let me just extend this right. That is your 1.5 and 161. All right, there's a reason I did this. That's where we're drifting towards. I'm going to extend this right as well. There is no way you want to be trying to get longs above this. You need to be long, taking profit into this, okay? This is an extension at this point. All right, we've had it up there for a few days. We could do a new one, but it's probably going to line up very, very similarly. Oh my God. Ninja. I mean, TradingView. Why? There we go. Yeah, still the same place. So this is first 161, and then this is full measured move and 161 of the most recent cup. And if we're going to treat this as a handle, same kind of area, 2.6. So these are the areas I'm looking at. I'm selling into this and into this. Doesn't mean I'm getting short there. I'm selling into it. ES is starting to reject into lunch. I don't know why this is here. It's not there on my other screen. ES is starting to reject this top level up here. Remember, this is our first visit, not like NQ. NQ visited yesterday, revisited today. ES, first visit of supply. Longs are gone for the day. We might still just pump all day, but your opportunity has gone. Your risk factor has gone up, and your profit factor has gone down. Look, we've been in a straight pump. I wouldn't be picking tops in this. Yeah, I can imagine like a decent fade because this hasn't washed anyone out. We talk about this a lot. At no point has this taken any bull out of the market. I can easily imagine something like this and then closing high for the day. And if it wants to close inside, that would be pretty gross again. Again, wouldn't surprise me, but your opportunity has gone. All right, folks, your opportunity's gone. That's it for me. Maybe see you tomorrow morning. Hopefully do see you tomorrow morning. If not, I'll see you Monday. Thanks for joining the stream. Do me a favor, share this stream. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And those who won, please hit me up on Discord. We'll sort you out some Apex accounts of any size. We go again tomorrow, maybe, if not Monday. Peace and love. Be kind. Use hard stops.